Welcome to the EZLynx admin course for setting your agency's carrier defaults and shared carrier logins. In this video, we'll go over setting the default answers for your agency's carrier questions and how to share rating logins with other users. So, let's get started. Some agencies use shared carrier logins for rating instead of individual agent logins. As an admin with shared carrier logins, you can set the login credentials that your agents will use when rating with their carriers in EZLynx. To do this, hover your mouse over the settings icon and click on Carrier Quoting Setup. Then, click View Details under the carrier that you would like to set shared logins for. Now, click on the Shared Logins tab. Here, enter the username and password that you would like your agents to rate under. Then, click Save and Test. If you get a red alert notification, then it means the validation has failed. We recommend testing the logins on the carrier website to confirm they work there first, before trying again in EZLynx. Once the credentials have been validated, you'll receive a green check mark. Now, click on Add Shared Users. In the pop-up window, you can search for and click on the name of the user to share credentials to, or you can click the arrow next to your agency's users to see a list of agents. Then, click the box next to the user you would like to share credentials to, then click Share. Next, let's discuss carrier defaults. Each carrier has unique underwriting questions that must be answered in EZLynx before the carrier can provide a quote. You can set the default answers for all of the users at your agency to automatically pre-fill the answers to make quoting quicker. To do this, click on the Carrier Questions tab within a carrier card. Then, select the state and line of business that you'd like to set the answers to for your agents, and enter the answers into the Agency Answers field. If you don't want your agents to change the answer in their carrier defaults, you can click the lock icon to lock the answer. When done, click Save at the bottom of the page. You'll need to repeat these steps for each state and line of business to set the carrier default agency answers. Please note that not all carriers participate in carrier default questions, so depending on the carrier, you may have limited or no carrier questions. You should also be aware that agents can still change their carrier answers on a customer's rating application for answers that aren't locked. Finally, let's discuss the broker fees for rating in EZLynx. This fee can be set up with any carrier you wish. To do this, click on the Broker Fee tab within a carrier card. From here, admins will see the option to checkmark the Enable Broker Fees for all users. Enabling this will provide the rest of the agency the ability to see the Broker Fee tab for this specific carrier. If you checkmark the Show Broker Fees in My Returned Quotes option, it allows you to see the broker fee in the returned quote results after submitting a rating application within the rating engine. Please note, if the admin does not check the option to enable the broker fees for all users, the rest of the agency cannot see the broker fee tab or the broker fees in returned quotes. If you do not see the broker fee tab in carrier quoting setup, please reach out to your agency admin for assistance. Now, click the Add States field to add the states you would like to set up a broker fee for. Please keep in mind, you can add multiple states to the same line item if the states will have the same broker fee amount. If you do not see the states listed that you need, your admin will need to add them for you at the agency level. Once you've added the states, you'll see two columns, My Defaults and Agency Defaults. The My Defaults column sets the broker fee amount at the user level, while the Agency Defaults column sets the broker fee amount at the agency level. The Agency Defaults will override the My Defaults, as they can only be set up by the admin. Next, input the amounts you would like for both, if applicable. Note, you can switch between dollar amount and percentage amount. Additionally, the My Defaults and Agency Defaults do not need to match an amount or amount type, if applicable. Another admin-only feature is the lock functionality. Clicking on the lock icon will make the broker fee values non-editable on both the Broker Fee tab and the Quote Results page. Once you're done, click the Save button at the bottom. Keep in mind, you'll need to repeat these steps for every carrier you would like to have a broker fee enabled. Now, let's look at the broker fee in quote results. Once broker fees have been enabled to show on returned quotes for each carrier, you'll see a box for broker fee in dollar amount on the quote results page. This will be located in the details portion of a given carrier's quote results. Note, the broker fee will be a separate value from the carrier's quoted premium. If the field is unlocked by the admin, the value can be edited and updated on the quote results page. Any percentages here will be converted and rounded up to the closest dollar, and package quotes will take a combo of both quotes. Furthermore, you can also email or print the quotes with the broker fee included. If you click on the email icon, you will see an option to include broker fee for all carriers. Selecting this option will send a link to the consumer quoting page. Once on the consumer quoting page, you'll see the broker fee as a separate line under each carrier that has a fee associated. Within the PDF file, it will show the broker fee for each carrier as a separate line immediately below the premium. Please keep in mind, any quotes that were submitted prior to the release of the broker fee enhancement will need to be resubmitted to show the broker fee on the quote results page. For additional assistance with broker fee setup, check out our rating engine, broker fee article. This concludes the video for setting carrier defaults and shared logins. You should now know how to set your agency's answers for carrier questions and how to share rating credentials with other users at your agency. Thanks for watching.